everyone. Thank you for joining Peace in the Pod. I'm Loretta, and I wanted to know if I could share something with you. So, today I wanted to share a little bit about how I've been able to get through the difficult times that I've been sharing with you guys. And what's been working for me the most lately is being able to stay grounded. What I mean by grounded is basically finding methods, energy cleansing methods, um, to remove any negative energies that have attached themselves to you throughout the day, whether that be interactions with people or just emotions and just getting in your head, creating these energies, whatever it may be of how they come about. But the methods that I've used to keep myself grounded, for one, I do have a grounding mat, which you stand or lay on, and it basically just grounds you. I also sage my place pretty often. At the moment I feel a little tense or anxious, I'll start saging the place, and my cat loves it. He's rolling around and dragging himself on the carpet. So I'm assuming that it's working because he's feeling good. But I definitely sage several times throughout the month, and especially if I feel the energy shifting in myself or just feels wrong, or the energy just feels bad, I should say. I do a lot of meditating. Usually, at the end of the night, I'll lay in bed or on the couch and just kind of listen to some tones that kind of clear me up and relax me, and that does the trick most of the time. I used to do yoga, but I haven't done it in a while. Not really sure why I haven't done it. I prefer guided yoga. I don't like to really do it on my own because I don't really, know if I'm doing it quite right. And I don't know. I just prefer to do it in like a class setting, class environment. But I did used to do yoga a lot. Um, I've also gotten into Reiki. Um, and I do a lot of crystals. I use a lot of crystals and aromatherapy. Crystals, I have crystals like all over the house. They're everywhere. Um, right now we're in winter, so I haven't really been out for like walks on the trail or in the park, because it's cold and I don't really like to be out there in the cold, which is one of the reasons why I bought the grounding mat for when I can't go outside and be in nature, like just in nature itself. Then I can at least, while I'm at work, have my feet on my grounding mat to kind of keep me chill and good to go. And it's been working. I've been feeling pretty relaxed with that grounding mat. And of course, I have all my crystals everywhere on the desk. Um, and I do sage more often. So I do feel like these methods that I've been doing, more frequently have definitely helped me stay grounded and keep myself in a happier, positive place, and not allow other people's energies to attach themselves to me. And if something does happen where I pick up some bad energies, I'll immediately get one of my grounding methods to kind of clear that energy off me and get myself back to a good relaxed state. I do like to drink herbal teas, as well. That's like my nighttime thing. Right before I do my meditation, I'll sip on a good herbal tea and then get my earbuds and get to that relaxed state. But I think the key to actually staying grounded is not allowing outside energies to attach themselves to you. And what I mean by not allowing is whenever something happens, don't see it as like a personal attack or like it was toward you type of situation. Because one thing we all know is we can't control how other people act. We can't control how they behave. And if they say or do something that we don't think is appropriate, now we're taking it and making it to something that's personal, like it's a personal attack on us, when that may be like the best that that person knows how to behave and how to be. So we don't want to allow their behavior to become something personal toward us. Now, if they're saying something like directed toward you that's just straight up disrespectful, we know that's directed toward us, and we obviously need to address that, but don't walk away with that energy. Address it and then leave it there, because at that point it's already, once you addressed it, it's done. So we just have to get to that place where we just don't take the energy from people, because energy is a moving source. Like it just moves. It just goes from one place to the next. It never like dies. It never goes away. It just keeps moving from one spot to the next spot. So, I mean, if you think about it, think about when you're driving in a car and let's say you accidentally cut someone off. You didn't see them. They were in your blind spot. You switched the lanes. You accidentally cut them off. They get mad at you. They're honking and yelling and saying all kinds of curse words and everything else. And you were having a good day up until that happened. And then all of a sudden you see them yelling and cursing and throwing that anger at you. And now you're angry. So what they did was they just transferred that energy from themselves to you. And now you're driving the rest of the way upset and angry, and you're yelling at the next person and doing everything else, or wherever you're headed to. You're going to discharge that energy on the next person, or, I mean, you're going to transfer the energy is what you're going to do. You're not going to hang on to it all day. At some point, someone else will receive that energy because of what happened with the road rage earlier that day. So just know that energy is constantly moving, and you just don't want to allow it to attach itself to you, especially if it's bad energy. No one wants that attached to them. That's why they just keep transferring it to the next person. Because once they get it off their chest, they're feeling good. Now you're upset. So don't allow someone else's energy, someone else's bad energy, attach itself to you to ruin your day and your mood. So I'll say this. Life is like a marathon. You can't be sprinting all the time, or else you'll wear yourself out. Bello says hi. You have to make sure you're taking care of yourself, keeping yourself grounded, and not letting every little thing get you worked up. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thanks again for tuning in. Peace in the pod. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, follow, or subscribe. And also, if you know someone else that would enjoy it, please share it with them. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.